Motoring's so-called golden age, a time often romanticized for its style and freedom, was a different world, a world where the open road beckoned, but safety took a definite back seat. Cars had style and character, distinctive designs that turned heads and sparked imaginations. Gleaming chrome, adorning every curve and contour, reflecting the sunlight with dazzling brilliance. Evocative names, conjuring images of speed, luxury, and adventure. And a sense of adventure, a feeling that anything was possible behind the wheel. But stopping them, that was another story altogether, a stark contrast to the glamorous image. Safety was an afterthought, a consideration far down the list of priorities. Speed was everything, the ultimate measure of performance and bragging rights. Brakes were the understudy, not the star, often inadequate for the power they were meant to control. Seatbelts were rare, considered an unnecessary inconvenience by many. Crumple zones unheard of, the concept of absorbing impact in a crash was simply not part of the design, and dashboards were more dangerous than protective, often made of hard metal with protruding knobs and switches. Stopping a car was an art, demanding skill, anticipation, and a healthy dose of nerve. Drivers learned to cadence brake, a technique that involved pumping the pedal rapidly to avoid locking the wheels and losing control, hoping to avoid disaster. But in a real emergency, instinct took over, often overriding training and technique. Slam the brakes, and hope for the best possible outcome. In those old cars, that was the worst thing you could do, almost guaranteeing a loss of control. There were no electronic aids, no ABS, no traction control, just you and the road, relying solely on your skills. A sudden rainstorm, or a patch of gravel could turn a leisurely drive into a terrifying moment of chaos. Even the best drivers, with years of experience, could get it wrong, succumbing to the limitations of the technology. The result? Screeching tires, the sickening crunch of bent metal, and a harsh lesson in humility. That was just how it was. Danger accepted as part of the thrill, a constant companion on every journey. But the real problem, the underlying cause of these challenges, was lurking beneath the surface, hidden within the mechanics of the braking system itself. What was the lurking danger, the ever-present threat in the world of early automobiles? The true menace of old brakes? It was the locked wheel. A sudden, unexpected halt of rotation, slam the pedal in an emergency, and the wheels could freeze solid, ceasing their spin instantly. While the car, burdened by its own weight and forward motion, kept moving relentlessly onward. Suddenly, in that heart-stopping moment, you weren't driving. You were no longer in command. You were sliding, a helpless passenger in a metal box hurtling towards an uncertain fate. Steering meant absolutely nothing, a useless gesture. The car just plowed forward, stubbornly obeying only the laws of physics and its own unstoppable momentum. It was like trying to change direction on ice while wearing only your socks, a futile endeavor. Utterly impossible. Avoiding obstacles in your path? Just forget it. A pipe dream. All you could do was brace yourself, preparing for the inevitable impact. Wet roads only amplified the danger, making it even worse. Even a little rain could quickly spell disaster, turning a routine drive into a nightmare. One wrong move, one moment of misjudgment, and you'd find yourself in a ditch or in an even more precarious situation. Drivers of these early machines lived with this constant silent fear, a shadow hanging over every journey. The locked wheel was the unspoken terror, the ever-present threat lurking beneath the surface of every journey. One panicked stomp on the brake pedal, and all control was instantly gone, surrendered to the whims of physics. Clearly something had to fundamentally change in the world of automotive safety. Enter the anti-lock braking system, or ABS for short. Inspired by aircraft tech, specifically their braking systems, ABS was a simple idea. Don't let the wheels lock up completely. Sensors on each wheel talk to a central computer, constantly watching carefully for trouble. If a wheel's about to lock, the system briefly releases brake pressure just for a moment, then reapplies it, many times per second. The result? The wheels keep spinning, grip is maintained, and you can steer effectively. In an emergency, you feel a pulsing in the pedal. That's ABS actively working. Now, you can brake hard and still dodge danger. ABS transformed panic stops into controlled maneuvers. It's one of the smartest safety features ever invented. Suddenly stopping was as advanced as going. The story of ABS, or anti-lock braking system, is a fascinating journey. It begins far from our everyday cars, tracing its roots back to the skies. Its path from aircraft technology to becoming a standard feature in automobiles wasn't easy. It was a long and complex process. Early ABS systems were incredibly bulky, complex and therefore quite expensive. Initially, this technology was reserved exclusively for high-end luxury models. It was a premium feature for a premium price. The real breakthrough came with advancements in electronics and computing power. These advancements were crucial in making ABS both reliable and, importantly, affordable for mass production. By the late 1970s, pioneering cars like the Mercedes S-Class began to offer electronic ABS as a selling point. Soon, the technology began to spread from those high-end vehicles to more mainstream models, becoming increasingly accessible. This expansion was largely driven by growing awareness of safety statistics and increasing public demand for safer vehicles. Insurance companies quickly noticed the impact of ABS on accident rates. With ABS-equipped vehicles, there were fewer accidents, which translated to lower insurance premiums for drivers. Today, ABS is a standard feature in virtually every new car. In fact, it's mandated by law in most countries around the world, a testament to its effectiveness. It's the silent hero working behind the scenes during every emergency stop, preventing wheel lockup and maintaining steering control. ABS has undoubtedly saved countless lives over the years. It has fundamentally changed the way we drive, providing an added layer of safety and confidence on the road. It has turned potential panic situations into moments of controlled response. And it has transformed what could have been a dangerous accident into a fighting chance for survival. For that remarkable contribution to road safety, we owe ABS a significant debt of gratitude.